Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your reaction to the Xbox Developer Direct 2024 with the Co-op 64 team. We got a lot of awesome games. Let's get right into it.
What are we kicking it off with?
You kick it off with Avowed. Close with Hellblade, Machine Games in the middle.
That's not Avowed.
No, they kick it off with the
developers.
devs. The same exact thing they did last year.
Yeah.
Connor, what if they just were like surprise game, Silk Song?
Wolfgang, thank you so much for the follow. Is everyone here 18? In the chat? I don't know. Doing good, Wolfgang. Thanks for being here.
We will be chatting a little bit, but mainly focus on reacting, especially when the
If there's the games up,
we
we
will
will not be talking directly to chat.
But have we pre-ordered Tekken? I've not pre-ordered it, but I'm picking up day one for review. You guys will get that review on the Monday after. We don't have codes or anything for
Stealth drop Silk Song in this. All for Slim Jim. What's going on, dude? In CM, C4M. Did you get him? Thank you.
It's Todd Howard.
It's Todd Howard, the GOAT. Skyrim 4.
Last of Us coming to Game Pass. Oh, I like these. Wait, this is what they said last year, 4, and then they X'd out 5 developers. No, just 4. Okay.
Hey.
Going Obsidian first.
Okay,
I told you,
Avowed
we're going to Avowed first. Let's see what this game looks like, chat.
What if they announced Fallout New Vegas
Welcome to
remastered or remake?
It's not
I'm
gonna
so
happen.
proud to share with you our upcoming
That's not what this show is.
RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into
Can I
the
turn
heart
this up
of
a
the
little bit?
living lands, a frontier at the edge of the
I don't know what
world,
the...
where you must put a stop to a
Happens, or-
mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and
Thank you for all the new
thoughtful
follows right
reactivity.
now. C4M,
And Avowed
Dealer,
is no
Era,
different.
Wolfgang, Mayo,
We set out to
Boons.
blend
Thank you
the
so much. We stream 4 days a week,
believable
Monday
and
through Thursday,
fantastic,
7 to
give
10.
players a
We got a
world
bunch
and
of streaming
experience
and reaction
that no
content coming your way this year.
It's colorful, it's vibrant,
Along with
it's
all the
strange.
talks.
It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented
This is what I
gameplay
wanna see.
and the depth and breadth of choice. that
Oh, you
get
got
with an RPG.
double wands? Discount double
Here to talk
wand?
more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel
Thank you so much,
Paramo,
dealer. Appreciate
gameplay
it.
director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and
Yo,
sharpshooting
akimbo
to melee
wands?
combat.
Wands
The
Wands
freedom to mix and
akimbo.
match your loadout to fit the way you For all battles, you can combine a variety of
There's
weapons,
guns in this game?
attacks,
Is there?
and abilities
Yeah,
for
you just had a
tactical
blicky, dude.
advantage against a wide range of enemy
He pulled
types.
out the blicky.
It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful
love a good
melee
Okay, the
Yoinky.
worst part about Elder
Carries.
Scrolls and Skyrim is the combat.
Totally.
And so if
Special
they can
attacks.
make this fun outside of like the magic combat, this
If
this
you
could be
choose to
good.
approach
I will say
combat with
this.
a one-handed
I do
wand,
think it's
it feels
bold for
quick
them
and
too.
snappy
I know
to
that
deal
I've said
damage
many
to
times,
enemies
Machine
at
Game's going to
mid-range.
come out with a
Using the Tanglefoot
first-person
ability,
indie
you
because
can
that's what
stop
they
enemies in
do.
their tracks,
But
giving you the
seeing this, I'm
opportunity
like, please
to
don't be a
focus on
first-person
making
indie
or covering
game.
battles in an intentional
Give me a
and controlled
third-person.
manner.
Da-da-da-da.
It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot.
Put
To help
you
with the
in a
different encounters
trance.
you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat.
The gun is so. It
I
doesn't
love it.
look like it
However you
belongs.
I mean, but it's like a
And
one
charge
shot.
with
Like
that. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range.
you can have guns akimbo
Yeah.
in this game. That's so
Feel
sick.
like a gunslinging mage.
Gunslinging
Use your
mage.
enchanted
Hell
wand to
yeah.
freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapons.
I'm
power
about
attack
this.
to
Yeah, I
shatter.
like the wand aspect and the
We've
gun
worked hard
aspect
to
a
keep you
lot more than I
constantly
do
engaged
just the
as battles
magic
unfold by
aspect of
creating a
Skyrim with the
balance between
hands.
Pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the living lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse
I love that we get
regions.
48 minutes of this.
Some quests
Like,
that
just
are found will
literally,
have you make
we
difficult
get
decisions
to
with
know
profound
the goal of this
consequences, like
direct
this
is
side quest
no
you may
questions.
encounter in
You
Shatterscarp.
end with no
The third
questions
region
except for
you'll
potentially
explore on
dates.
your journey
I
through
do
the
like that they're
living
starting
lands.
out with this because how
As you're
absurd would it be if they
exploring,
start out with this and there's not a
across the
date.
bodies of these
Yeah.
fallen
That's
soldiers.
immediately a
And as
slap
I
to the
could
face.
explore the
definitely see
remains
them
of
putting
the
a video on
battle,
this.
it's up to
I
you
know,
to
but it
determine
looks
who,
real
if anyone,
finished,
is
Connor.
at fault.
Just the 4 of us.
If they come out with a date, though, it's such a strong statement.
Visually, man, it just doesn't look that.
It doesn't look great.
great. But
But
that's
if
fine.
that's
If it's fun.
Obsidian.
If
Yeah,
it's fun, it
it's
doesn't
the
matter.
fun in the world.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes.
It also doesn't look awful. I think it looks better than
Just compare that to like
Starfield?
Horizon. No, I mean
Starfield?
Starfield. It looks better than Starfield.
Yeah.
Maybe, but like compare it to Horizon's
No,
like facial animations, like not
Making
even
the right
close.
choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas.
We
trusting
love a good
players to make
moral-
tough
They
decisions
did a good job with that New Vegas.
situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I
That is a good point. Straw Hat brings up not a lot of enemies.
But I
We haven't
have
seen
to
a
know
ton of
anyone
different
else.
enemies
Yeah,
yet.
we just saw those lizards.
The lizards,
Sergeant
the
Askew
crocs.
never has a thought he won't say out loud.
Are you a crocs guy?
So what did he tell you?
I'll rock some
That
Crocs.
after
Yeah.
a week he was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Third Born.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest.
Love it.
Creating an immersive
cool.
experience like Avowed.
But
is anchored in
that
the
feels
world we
like
build.
the bare
Art
minimum
director
at this
Matt
point
Hanson
Oh,
for,
yeah.
for a big
team
RPG. They didn't even
worked
have
to
that in
create a
Starfield though.
unique,
So.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
colorful,
Yeah.
And dynamic visual style.
From the outset, we knew that we wanted a Avowed setting to feel rich.
But for this game, what this
and
team does
wonderful.
is they just create really
We
solid
found
games,
inspiration
really
in a
fun
wide
games. They know how to find the
swath of
fun and like
real-world
get you invested in the world for a
cultures,
while.
helping us create a
And
unique
like
RPG
for me,
experience.
Xbox games have
By
not been able to do
contrasting
that
vibrant
a majority of the
dull
time recently.
or
So that's
urban
why I'm just
spaces with
excited for
simply
this game
ones,
compared
we
to
can
like,
better deliver
yeah, does it look like this is gonna be a
complex
10 out of 10? No. Does it look
emotional
like it has a
experiences
chance to be an
for our
8, 8.5?
The
Absolutely.
Living Lands is a continent of untamed valleys with
And then there's
widely
also the
varied
world where it's a
biomes,
7.
From luxuriant forests to
think it's low
volcanic
8s.
wastes.
Yeah.
And each of
Mid-
those
low 8s,
regions
which is fine.
itself is a conflux of storied landscapes. All of the regions have
Shout out to
a
when
lot
I
of special
drafted
things
Redfall last year and it was my
associated with
most
them.
anticipated
But I have
game.
a deep place in my
Classic.
heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand
You got some good colors.
and marching in towards
Yeah.
a beautiful
This will
oasis,
look great on my
there's the
5090.
opportunity there for life, for adventure,
That even a thing
and
yet?
even a
It's
little
about
danger.
to be next year, I think.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share more
I
about
think
the
that's a
game in
great
the coming
comment, Big
months,
Mac. This is
and
the
we
game.
can't
This is
wait for you
the
to
appetizer
explore
for
the
Elder
Living
Scrolls
Lands
6.
when
Just
Avowed launches
let's give you a
this
little
fall.
something, give you that
Fall.
little taste.
They just said
Fall.
fall. They didn't give a date.
I'm down for fall. I can live with fall.
They really only showed the one fucking enemy. Oh,
Oh,
there's
hey.
a.
It's the same one though, 3 times. I like fall, and they'll do the circle and then show.
I like that
fall.
title card.
That is a sick title
That's
card.
cool.
Great. Okay, I can live with that.
That's getting pushed.
No,
No way that's actually coming fall 2024.
Here's the thing. Last time they came out with about, or they said 2024 for, or 2023 for, where are we going? 2023 for Forza last year, and then they said fall, and then it delivered in the fall. It was their October game. We're
All
going
right.
to Ninja Theory. We're closing out with Machine Games. This is by far my second most anticipated game this year. I want to see what the combat actually looks like in
I
this
think
game.
this game's gonna be bad.
Let's see what you got, Ninja.
They're too obsessed with fidelity. They forgot to make an actual video game.
Hi, I'm Don Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua Saga
Final
Hellblade
months.
2, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable journey
Dude, if they don't
into
give us a
Senua's
date,
unique
what if they don't
world
give us a
and
date?
her battle for survival, where we have once again combined
freak.
high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about,
Shorter.
and that we hope you care about too.
How long was Hellblade? Can someone let
Like
us know?
6 hours.
Oh, it's even shorter.
No. He just said it's. I think he just was explaining that it's not going to be this big, robust.
Okay.
Long
I mean,
video game.
I'm so about
I'm
that.
down for that.
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her
Every time
village
they'd say
right
high
at their
fidelity, take a
source
shot.
in
Big
Iceland.
Mac's having great
But not
comments
just
right
her
now.
quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject
This game
it.
is gonna struggle on the
Little by
Series
little.
S.
Oh yeah, it's gonna
This game-
explode some of them.
It's gonna create some fires and some
Became my
fucking
club.
entertainment systems with the way it's working.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga.
Let's see the exact same gameplay we saw years ago.
Through the settlements that
Okay.
she discovered. Senua will.
That is the
make
longest bit
new
of gameplay we
enemies
got that's
and
uncut.
also
But there wasn't. It looked like a
who will come to see
cinematic,
her
like
unique
takedown?
perspective as a
Yeah.
beacon of hope. And she'll discover along with us how this viewpoint can.
Carbon.
have
Thank you so much for the
advantages.
follow.
Good name, Carbon K9. K9 unit. You call me a K9 unit. Ooh, big dog. Woof woof
Senua
woof.
is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the
Is
University
that
of
a
Cambridge,
Xbox
as well as
Connect
people
on
with
top of that,
lived
this TV?
experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this
Robert,
fight.
1990,
how
thank
can we
you so
make
much
this
for the follow.
fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel. One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell a
There you
story
go.
throughout it.
It doesn't look fun.
Doesn't
I just
look
don't
good
think
in
it
the
looks
first game,
fun.
But it's
I'm curious to
very
see if it's
brutal
more
and
than just a
very
square hit.
invested in
That's
it.
sort of what I'm.
Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the
It looks
player to
very
feel her struggle
cinematic.
in every step
Don't
of
get
her
me
journey.
wrong. It looks very good.
We want the
I don't
player
think it's going to
always
be a
feel like
fun
they
video
just
game to
scraped
play.
Through, just survived
Not
it.
every game needs to be fun though. So
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces.
it looks really heavy, is
and
what
then I have
Big
to
Mac
wait
says.
a
I
little
agree with
while,
that.
and then
That's
I
a
get
good
to see
description.
that all again.
I mean, I want that
in-game,
though.
in costume,
Like, why
on
can't we get an
location,
experience like that
everything.
every now and then from
It's a
Xbox? Because
great
they don't do
experience,
that.
a great
Right.
process.
And I want something
Every
like that
discipline
from
in the
this
studio
this
is unified
publisher.
in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend
Everyone
your
says
disbelief
the Xbox
and
doesn't
pull
make
you into
emotional
Senua's
enough
story.
games. That the emotions aren't there in the
We
way
were
that they are
lucky
for God of
enough to do a
War
few
and The Last of
reference
Us.
gathering trips
And
in
this can
Iceland.
deliver the
You have
emotional
to
beats
be
that
God
I
of
need.
War
Sense of
meets.
scale.
I know,
in
with the
middle of
gameplay. It's the gameplay that
it
makes it
mixes
there.
everything.
And you see a scene or you see a small section of the game and you're like, yeah, that works, that's amazing.
That's the thing. I just need
Said
one or
my
two
experiences
sequences in this
reality
game that like are just like, oh, this is like
apart
game
from
of the year
this,
level
manifesting the voices
expertise
he
to
hears.
like get it home. And if it's an 8-hour experience, rock and
These
roll.
voices
That's
come to
good enough
life
for
through
me.
binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional
Yeah, this game is going to be necessary to play with a couple of headphones. I mean, this will be played. This is my February game that I'm looking to play in the background. Every single month. Yeah, Hellblade 1.
Yeah. There is music
to prepare for it, and yeah, I'm stoked for this.
So everything is specialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
This is the thing I want to see the least was them to reuse assets from Shit We've already seen. That's a reused asset
to our emotions fast and deep.
from the Xbox
It's
Showcase
not
last
only
year.
about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade,
Even though Typhoon, you're welcome.
you know it's Hellblade.
Dude is in his bag right now, feeling those keys.
Which for me is a personal
Hell
privilege
yeah.
because I really admire them. We feel their craft, their depth, their meaning in the music. It really connects with our game.
That's the thing. If the music's great, the visuals are like. When it comes to overall things that I care about in gaming, and this is what I came back to on Final Fantasy 16, music, combat, characters, story, world building, like the things that make a game, visuals. This has a bunch of the pieces. It's now, can they deliver an experience that retains with you through the gameplay?
I'm just trying to shoot
craft life-changing
my shot here. I'm trying to hit on something.
Yeah.
And that's our aim in Senua's
Well,
Saga.
I went the other way. I said that it's going to get a Game of the Year nom, which is something that Xbox hasn't done in a long time.
Deliver something really meaningful for our players.
From a
My
first-party
hope
studio.
is that they will really connect to
I don't know if
Senua
they've
as a
done it
character,
since
and even if they
the
can't
Psychonauts?
really relate
What?
to what she's going
Nominated for
through,
Game of the
maybe
Year?
they know
Yeah.
someone that
2021
relates to
then?
that character, and they can then understand that person better.
Well,
That's not even
I
really
don't
an
want to sound
Xbox
cheesy,
game.
but in a
Yeah,
way,
I know.
I'm
Purchased
Senua,
them way
Yeah.
after.
right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through.
Yeah,
all
we're
of
not
her
seeing a lot of the
work, through
game,
every
but I mean
ninja.
that is
So,
the goal of this
we
isn't
all
to
are
see the game;
Senua,
it's to hear
and
from the devs
we are
and
creating this
get
character that
interstitials.
grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing. And
I would
keep
love for
changing.
them to close this out. We have 48
that
minutes
makes
of
it real.
Xbox goodness here,
I'm
4
so
games.
proud
Close it
of
out with
the
a
love, care,
gameplay
and
section.
passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything
There's
is
puzzles.
crafted in
we
service
have,
of Senua's
yeah,
journey,
but like
a journey that
There's-
you
there's-
can
there's
embark
puzzles in the
on May 21st.
May 31st. 21st.
21st.
Okay.
Great, we got one.
All right. Well, that helps us with the draft on
Yep.
Sunday a little bit.
Now we're just going to something that we can just chill and talk about, I assume, for a minute with Oxide Studios.
I don't even know what
Side.
this is. I knew it.
We had to get one.
Rare.
Is this the Earth?
Square Enix.
What?
The new Mana game? Yeah, it looked like it. That's what I was thinking too.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada.
Mana.
Producer of
Yes.
the Mana series.
Hell yeah.
Here
This is the
at
game that we discussed
Square
last night, being
Yeah.
like, where does this get drafted? What does this actually look like?
Visions of Mana の情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち
We don't have a
早く
date
お
for
伝え
this,
で
I
きる機会を
believe.
いただけて
So it would be good to get a date
大変光栄で
here.
す。コンソールゲームと
Honestly,
して
that would help the
約
blow
17
of not
年ぶりと
getting
なる
an Avowed
聖剣
date.
伝説シリー
But
ズ
we get 2
完全
dates
シーズン
for 2 highly anticipated games, and then we close it out with indie. Like that's, and
Almost started playing Secret of Mana 2 nights ago. It's
then
only
you went
like,
with
it's only
Banjo.
like 14 hours long.
I'm-
For an RPG, I was like,
I was
wow,
like,
that's short.
that's
個性
great.
豊かなキャラクターたち
Can we do more of that in RPGs,
Yeah.
please,
心に
God?
響く楽曲の数々武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG としてこれまでに17作発売され長らく愛されてきました。本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるためこれまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指し
You
て
know what that
鋭
name
意制
that
作中
followed
です。
3 minutes ago? I want to shout him out.
フィールドでは自然や生命と
Laggy
の
cars.
色
Lagaya-
彩豊かな
Lagaya
聖剣伝説の世界を
Cruise.
体験して
Lagaya
もらえると
Cruise.
思います。
Thank you so much for the
Thanks for the
follow.
follow. Appreciate you being here, dude.
シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
full action combat. Kind of
Love
looks
it.
like Ni no Kuni a little bit. With Ni no Kuni 2.
There's some dashes, Connor. And this game looks hella cute.
これらのおなじみのモンス
It's
タ
got
ー
a
たちを
nice
作り
art
出し
style.
た聖
A
剣
for
伝
effort.
説
Thank
の
you
生み
so
の親である
much.
石井浩一さんと共に
If you want to help us pronounce it, that'd be awesome. We don't want to bomb your name and mess it up.
Hello, I am Koichi Shi from Grabs. I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players.
Dude, like, look at that thing with the ears. Like, are you kidding me? Come on. What are we doing here?
How can you not be stoked?
I mean, like, if they were to tell me this is like 15 hours and it's just going to be adorable and fun, like, oh my god.
His
sign me
outfit
up.
does go hard.
初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちを
Dude looks like he's about to get
最
after
新
it.
化
Oh
し
my
て
god.
聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むかデザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを
It feels like a good
監
middle
修する立場
area
でプロジ
between
ェクトに参加し
Dragon
ました
Quest and Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
like old Final Fantasy. Because Dragon Quest is very
聖剣伝説
cartoony,
ファイナルファンタジー
and
ガイ
Final
デンを
Fantasy is a
作
little
って
bit
いた
more
頃から
mature or whatever.
Yeah.
This kind of
頭の
has
中で
a
は
little vibe
モンスター
of
た
both.
ちは立体
I
的
mean,
に
I
生き生き
like
と動い
this vibe though. I like
Yeah.
that it's action-based combat. Like, talk about a game that I really wasn't going to probably play, and now much more likely to play by just seeing what's happening.
Yes, I've played Dragon Quest 11.
Also, this is the way you show a game like this, in my opinion. Not just give us a bunch of gameplay, not just give us like a full section in a conference, but surprise us. Like, now this is a headline compared to something that was an afterthought if it was shown in a Sony showcase or something
shown
like
at
that. I know,
Game
it's
Awards and
shown at the
everything
Game Awards.
talked
Yeah. Now it's going to be one of the most talked about bits of this
広大なフィ
presentation.
ールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックルピックルも石井さんが新たに
This makes a lot more sense too. I was like 48
You can
minutes.
ride a wolf, Nick.
Dude.
Could there be something else? Could there be
No.
another one? No?
Unless this ends real fast. I think we're going to get like 10 minutes of indie.
Really?
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of Indiana Jones. Princess Mononoke vibes for sure. Totally get that. It's an armadillo too, dude.
Dog friend. Armadillo dog friends. Game of the year, baby. Let's go.
If we can get a date on this and it's like, this would be huge if they said Game Pass too.
Oh, I
Dude,
bet it
come
is.
on.
I bet it is.
Such a good way to close out this if they say fucking Game Pass. Bang.
足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの
Hey,
中
out
で
today. No. They said no shadow drops, chat. We know it's not coming out today,
誕生
but
しました
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です過去様々
that's the other thing. You know it's
な
Square. You know the music's going to be there and be delightful.
'Cause
最新作として
Whether it's the sad moments or the powerful moments, it's going to be there in a major way.
BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思い
I think
ま
this
す
is coming to everything.
I think it is too,
過去シリーズの
yeah.
楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュー
This
ムの
this
制
is
作に
making me more and more inclined though. This showcase, like I've been waiting for a showcase like this that's just like game you're gonna play, game you're gonna play, game you're gonna play, and not just for review purposes, but because I want to play them. I feel like the Xbox is making a stronger slate for this year of games that I want to play than PlayStation is by a lot. But I'll play my third party on PlayStation still.
Yeah. I love some good action combat
Dude.
in a JRPG. As long as the JRPG systems are kind of deep, like this will be perfect for me.
Yeah.
今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強
Hell
化されてい
yeah,
ます
dude.
空中でのアクション
Dude.
がバトルの
Multiple
鍵と
playable
なっており
characters? That's good.
Yeah.
武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になっています
Are you sure that was a different character or just a different outfit?
I'm
Oh, that's a different
positive,
character,
本作
yeah.
ならではの特
I
徴と
think
し
the other
て
guys over there.
Dude, look at the duck. There's a duck with a fucking like army helmet on. Are you kidding me, Connor?
Cool. I think that's a boss.
Yeah, that's gotta
That's
be a boss.
バト
It's
ル
a
を手助
dragon
けしてくれる
plant?
ようになります精霊によっては
That's
様
great.
々な特性の違いが
Straw
あります
Hats
の
in
で
day one, baby. It's Rico Richie gifting out the sub.
Thank you so much, it's Rico Richie.
Appreciate it.
爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます
Fast-paced and flexible combat. That talk about something that gets me absolutely nips hard for this fucking game, dude. They compare like
This isn't your kind of game, though,
well,
generally.
RPGs aren't normally my type of game, but an action RPG, I'm way more inclined to play, especially if it's not 20 out, if it's less than 20 hours.
Eating this up for a draft. There you go. There you go, Straw Hat.
発売日を楽し
I'm
み
making my big board tonight. I'm writing down 50 games, ranking them. I'm gonna put what I think they're gonna score in
聖剣伝
Metacritic
説
next
シリー
or
ズとし
Open
て
Critic next.
初
So.
めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは 今後も様々な情報をお届けしていきますので、
I don't think
ぜ
so.
ひご期待ください。
Yeah, if you're new here, join the Discord, exclamation point
Wait,
Discord.
this summer.
ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
Hell yeah!
Just summer. That's fine. I can live with that. I can live with that.
Yeah, we'll get some details somewhere else, and we'll get a date somewhere else. But give us the expectation. This it's coming this year. Even if it gets pushed, it's coming this year. I'm stoked for that.
Abanashi, first time chatter. Bay, wake up. Coke 64 is live.
We're live. All right, now
Throw us a follow. We appreciate you for being here.
Now we can chill out for a second.
Yeah,
it feels
we don't,
like, oh
we don't
my
give a shit
god.
about this, apparently.
So yeah, this is.
I've never even heard of this. Thank you so much.
I actually don't want to speak out of my ass. But I'll just let the game speak for itself. But
is it like a movie game? Is what you said?
No. It's a top down.
Oh yeah, no Game Pass for Visions.
And welcome to
Oh,
Outside
that's
Games.
true. That we
We
see for
founded the
now.
studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience. building some of the most
Abanashi,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so much
much.
for
Like
the
Civilization
Prime sub. If you're
We
new
came together
here,
to create something new and innovative
Xbox or
in a
PC too,
genre
nothing
we all
about PlayStation. I think they said PlayStation
Our
at the
history
Game
untold
Awards.
is the
Yeah.
game we've dreamt of
I
making.
think it's just all
Ara is an homage to
all
historical
platforms.
gamers,
If you're new here,
gamers,
thank you guys so much for rocking with us.
It
We
features all
stream
the
4
depth
days a
and
week,
gameplay
Monday
fans
through
of this genre
Thursday,
love,
7 to
where you
10
explore
Eastern
the
Standard
world,
Time,
expand your
and some
nation,
variation
govern
of
your
me, Nick,
people,
and Brady,
and engage
or
with
all
your
three of
rivals
us on
on
the
the
couch hanging
international
out
stage.
together
But
with
it
you
isn't just
guys.
more
If
of
you're
the
new and
same.
want to join over
With Ara, we wanted
250
to challenge
Co-op
some of the
64
preconceived
fans,
notions
chat with
about the
us and
genre,
chat with them
pushing
and play
forward
games
a
with them.
modern,
Exclamation point
empowering, and
Discord
truly
to
compelling
join
and
in there.
approachable way.
For example, we have
New
over
TikToks every
100
day. Thank
instruments
you guys
on
so much
display
for the
in
support on that.
office,
And
which
we
are
We
appreciate
also
things that
exclamation
we
point Discord
purchased in
not
order
only gives you the
to
link to the
add to
Discord,
the
but also the link to the
soundtrack
YouTube page where this full reaction will be
Expand
up.
the
So if
game
you missed any of it,
and make
the
it
full
really
reaction will
good.
be up, and we will definitely break out the Indiana Jones reaction when it comes through.
Yeah.
Hi, Dan.
Abanashi, big fan of your TikTok. First time
That's
Twitch
Dan. We
watcher.
started
You
in
all are
his
killing it.
basement.
Keep doing your thing. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Abanashi.
It's
We
been an
appreciate
amazing
you.
process.
Also,
being
for
here in
all the new
comments.
people, just gonna rattle these things
We
off real
started
quick.
small,
We
building
are
a robust
brothers.
game
We do not do
engine,
this full
questioning
time.
design
We are very, very
assumptions,
shocked that this
reflecting
is
out
going as well as it
features.
is.
Rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy
We're building
games
this
in the
for
first
you
place.
guys, with you
The
guys.
end result
That's the
is
most
Ara,
important thing to
the
me.
historical grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most
I feel like those are just the headlines.
Yes,
every
we are,
time.
we are brothers.
We knew we needed
He's my
deep
little brother.
systems with
Yep.
outcomes that encourage
You're as shocked as
exploration,
you are.
give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still
Like
having agency.
September,
over
we
their
were
playstyle.
streaming for
We also
3
wanted to
people, and 2 of
explore
them
more and
were
different
our
parts of
phones.
history
And one of them was
and
Alex
give
the
players
Golden.
from
Yep.
around the world the
Or Dr.
chance to
Pookie
see
Bear.
the game reflect their unique perspective.
Yeah.
You two
and
are
not just
killing it.
ours.
Congrats. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Velociraptor.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to
This-
see
I-
their
not
choices
to-
Kind of looks more like
reflected in
a
the game
Civ
world
game than I
itself.
thought it
Not
was.
Yeah,
just
that's
two
what
numbers
I
on the
had.
menu.
I couldn't
You knew about
explain
it?
it well.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't explain
I
it
thought,
well.
I thought it was more like a
Is
like
what
a
we
world
call the living
experience.
world.
No,
idea.
no.
It's a
It almost looks like
procedurally
Age.
generated alternate
Like
Earth,
the
bursting with life. An
Animal Life
intuitive,
and everything.
authentic, and immersive space,
Not to
a
like
blank
call out
canvas
Brady.
for
I feel
players
like
to
this is
decide
like
their
some of
dreams.
this you just not
The
care
living
for.
world
This is
isn't
nice
just
to
a
just
map.
dial in,
It
talk
reflects
about
the
games,
choices
and
players
figure it
make
out with
over the
you.
course of the game.
Most
They can
excited
see
for.
everything from the
I'm gonna say
settlement
we're
of the
both
wilderness
huge on
to
Final Fantasy
cultural
VII
influence on
Rebirth.
architecture
Of course.
over
Yep.
time, to the
Greatest game of
thousands
all
of
time.
citizens
I'm really
living
stoked
their
for a lot of
lives and
games this
reacting
year.
to the changes. We want players to feel like
I'm
they're
really stoked for
truly
Stellar Blade.
occupying
I think
the
that game
world,
looks
leading their
awesome.
people as they
South Korean
thrive and
studio,
grow.
Sony
Core to the
second
vision
party.
of Ara is our
Avowed looked pretty
philosophy
cool
of
there.
rule how
Kind
you
of stoked
want
on
to
that.
rule.
I think that's one that
no
you're
future
you're
better
big on, that you
exemplifies this
discuss
than
a
the
lot,
prestige system.
and it's like I don't know if you guys realize this in the content. Fucking Helldivers, like you're
Oh,
stoked
I
to
can't
hop
wait
in
for Helldivers 2. If you guys
Yeah.
want to play Helldivers 2 with me when it comes out, hop into the Discord. Metaphor
Metaphor,
Refantasio.
P3.
P3, of course. I feel like that goes without saying.
But yeah, for me, I would say my most anticipated right now for like where we're at in the year. And number 1 is FF7 Rebirth. Number 2 is Hellblade. I'm super excited for that experience. And number 3 is Tekken 8. I'm so stoked to hop into Tekken 8 in a couple weeks.
Metal Gear Solid Delta, if that actually hits this year.
Yeah, Delta's gonna be great. Silent Hill 2 will be great if it hits this year. I feel a lot more.
Hollow Knight Silk Song if it is this year, but I still have to play the original first.
Yep.
I'm kind of I'm in the mood for more
Metroidvania.
Metroidvania after Prince of Persia, dude. Prince of Persia was awesome. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I thought about playing that a couple nights ago, starting it up for the first
They're
time.
hard
I
to
own it
build,
on
but
GameCube.
worth it.
But
honestly,
but it's long. It's like 40 hours.
I will say this.
I was like, oh man.
First
I
overall
can't
pick.
put that in right now.
First overall pick should be Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door.
You're
right?
out of your mind.
Why would it not be? It has like a 90 and it's a remake. It's gonna be a 90 or better. There's no way it's not.
There's too much pressure.
Succeeding at balance.
Oh, when are we getting custom sub badges? The reason that we want to become Twitch partners as badly as we do is I need a Twitch contact because on our end it doesn't show us, like, I know where they are for other content creators. It's not showing up for us, so I need to figure that out and talk to someone literally at Twitch to figure that out, because I want that. I want some cool co-op 64s.
Into all manner of goods and components.
There are a lot of solid 90s. To be fair, when I looked over the draft for last year, Straw Hat, there was 4 90s in the best year of video games last year.
Wait. No, there's more than that. In the draft?
In the draft.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, because you had BG3.
You don't count Baldur's Gate.
I know.
It was early access, so it didn't count.
I'm just saying games that end up being 90s. Tears of the Kingdom, RE4,
many strategy games
Metroid Prime, and Diablo was at a 90. It might be 80.
Metroid Prime didn't count. You couldn't draft it.
Remastered?
At the same time.
People picked it up.
Speak it out loud.
Oh, yeah.
Speak the words that you just said out loud. It was Street Fighter.
In the moment.
No, Alan Wake got like an 89.
84, or not 84, Street Fighter and
Tears, and then
RE4 remake.
I don't think so.
RE4 remake's at 92.
The game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing anything.
Metal Gear Solid.
In a draft with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 people, Resident Evil 4 Remake, 92.
That was my first pick. I binged that one. I just
Brady first pick, Tears of the Kingdom, 96.
Dude, Pikmin was so close.
My first 2 picks were Final Fantasy 16, which got an 88, and Street Fighter 6, which got a 92.
It's good picks.
Scientific and cultural
Laura had none, but she had a really solid all-around team. Came in second place. Kicked your butt. You really dumpstered. Did you pick Alan Wake 2 as? Yeah, Nick counterpicked Alan Wake 2
because I didn't think it was gonna come out. It came out in October. Okay, it wasn't that bad of a pick.
And
even
then
a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those
Spider-Man has a 90.
of power.
Man, that's wild. Spider-Man has a 90.
Way too high, dude. That is way too high.
Feedback is the only way to really understand.
It's an 8.5. I can officially drop my score to an 8.5 after platinuming it and just like being like, yeah, that game's really great. I don't have the same. For me, the story. If you're to tell me like right now you have to like boot up Spider-Man or you have to boot up Prince of Persia and the Lost Crown and like play more of either of those games, I kind of want to play Prince of
Persia.
Yeah.
The combat satisfying. I don't find the combat that satisfying.
I would want to like go into some of the
I find the swinging satisfying.
Make a change when one of our
Salazar, let me. You said you were picking up. You're still in chat. You're picking up Prince of Persia today. Let me know what you think. Some of those first boss fights are super satisfying.
Jason's playing as well.
Oh yeah.
But I think we ended up in a good place with the overall threat level of Mountain Lions.
Hype does go a long way. I will say though, the accessibility, the visual fidelity, like Spider-Man is hitting on all of the intangibles that you want, but the story just wasn't there.
Cam Chill, sup boys, anything good in the direct? Well, we got a release date for Hellblade, May 21st.
Huge.
A window for Avowed, Fall. Visions of Mana, surprise showed up and is coming out in the summer.
Can't wait for you to play Aura.
So now we're waiting for the big one.
We got 14 minutes of indie, dude. Oh my god!
Unless there's something else, there could be something else.
We're gonna get a full indie, blow our hair back moment.
That'd be crazy. Why would they show that here and not Game Award?
Because they want to go 15 minutes on it, dude. Bring us into machine games.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh!
Don't talk too much.
I'm trying not to talk too much. They're playing pool. Fuck! Fuck!
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate.
They're just going through the movies.
Even today,
14 minutes of first-person Indiana Jones
franchises in pop culture.
Chance, dude.
In this game, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones.
This game really makes you feel like Indiana Jones. No way it's first person. Nick said that they might do it just because Machine Games makes Wolfenstein and they really have only made first person games.
We knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever.
Oh, executive producer.
Be like and the
story. Do we know this?
When they were showing him, I was like, oh, he's got to have a hand in it. I didn't know if he was producing or obviously he wasn't directing.
Does he dye his hair? His hair looks
so good.
Not the color it should.
And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
Let's go.
Let's look at it.
Let me tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
He is so
Nathan
cool.
Drake. He's so Nathan Drake.
Here we go. First person.
He's right.
First person.
There's no way he's right. Hey. Holy shit.
There's different ways to interpret the past. Thousands of years of
Nick called it. That's wild. No way.
Just waiting to be found.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
It's so weird how they're cutting back and forth. You were the whip looks ridiculous, dude.
Mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these,
it looks deep. They look deep into development for sure.
Circle.
So much whip content.
So does it pop you out into third person while you're swinging?
Okay, I like that a lot, by the way.
Trust me.
You're gonna punch someone to the beat of the Indiana Jones theme? Goddamn.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I can keep up?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. What's up, Nathan?
Patron of the fallen
Nathan Drake.
Protector of the Chukulimani.
Nathan Drake has had that realization 100 times.
Yeah. The Great Circle. I don't like the name, but that's fine. Release date.
Any idea how old that was?
Release date?
Indiana Jones is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people.
How do you feel?
Everyone here at the
it looks
studio
good.
has
I'm
their own
not happy that
memories.
it's first person.
Most of us
I'm
grew
not.
up with his
Here's the thing. I did the thing of like, if I'm gonna be unhappy, I want to be right.
Yeah.
So I was right, but I'm not stoked.
I'm unhappy, but it still looks good. It's my own expectations that are the problem.
And for us,
It's Rico Richie gifted to Alex. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see.
When they said you feel like Indiana Jones, I was like, oh, you are Indiana Jones.
For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and interactive world we've built.
I don't like that we are getting two major first-person games from these teams.
And Sony has none. We just don't make any on that side.
I mean, there's a reason for it though. I think third person and the over the shoulder feels better for a lot of games.
All of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat and the whip. And so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view.
I think that's weird. I don't know if I like
Indiana
that.
Jones and the
I
Great
don't
Circle
dislike
is
it.
set between Raiders of the Lost Ark
Right.
and The Last Crusade.
Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade are such good names, and then
the Great
Circle just sounds not good at all.
Honestly, they should just call it the Circle, or like the Great just makes it sound like all right. You're telling me the Circle's that great?
Yeah. How great can it be?
A historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things.
I do love that we're globetrotting.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop.
Do you feel confident that we get a release date here or a release window of some kind?
No.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That
But man, it looks deep into development.
If there's smoke, there's fire. If people are talking about it before this, I feel like it's got to be here.
It wouldn't be indie if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana
this is something we don't get too often. I am stoked for first-person puzzle solving as indie. I think that's going to be terrific.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun and, to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether
You just said you can shoot a lot of people or
to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage, or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure, with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
That shot's ridiculous.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music. John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
They're going to say John Williams.
Yeah, I was about to say. He came out of retirement, apparently.
A very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap.
First person for some of these action sequences is going to be hopefully
and of course,
immensely
our characters
immersive.
do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure.
Elena.
She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor.
I'm sorry, I can't not.
Intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay then, let's see if you can keep up.
Fine. What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
I don't know.
He creeps up
I feel let down in some
like
capacity.
In the skin. It's captivating.
Well, yeah, because we entered this being like, is this everything we want and more? No.
It feels like the conversation on Xbox all the time, though. I'm sick of having this conversation.
But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to
just broke his hand on that helmet. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I just want to leave one of these Xbox showcases being like, that was fucking awesome.
I mean, I think we did last year, though, with the Xbox showcase in the summer.
Like you see in the movies,
where there was a bunch of awesome games.
Fantastic Farts is all that.
Great name.
Yeah, I'm more about it.
If you're all stoked, then I'm happy.
I'm leaving this being like, this looks, especially with the third person.
I'm gonna play it.
I'm gonna play the shit out of it.
And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat.
I like that the whip is almost comical with some of the style, like combat, because it should be.
Yeah.
Like there's no way to do whip combat without it looking kind of ridiculous.
And third person, I feel like it could be cool.
Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional.
Oh, I'm all about this, Connor. You can go up there, down there, or down there.
Epic
That is straight out of Uncharted. Sorry, it's hard. It's hard not to compare apples to oranges, but they're just apples. We got oops all apples right now.
Of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
All right, give us a year.
It's got to be this year.
It does look very deep into development.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these rollercoaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year, and we cannot wait to share more soon.
You see Todd Howard in the back stealing the intro. It's still
okay.
the relic. There it is here. Who cares? It's November.
Are they gonna? But then what do they do with Avowed?
That's September.
Okay.
Or October.
It's a big year for Xbox. Big year.
Yeah.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Doubt it?
Yeah, I don't believe it.
No, I believe it. I believe that they're so far along, it looks like.
Yeah. You're definitely playing. I'm definitely playing this on PC. First person, that confirms it for me. Come on.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your reaction to the 2024 Developer Direct. We ended with one single date. How do you feel about it?
Not confident, but okay. I feel okay.
We got the biggest question answered, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Which was Hellblade needed a definitive date.
Yeah.
And then
not as close as I wanted it to be, though. Not too far.
So here's the thing, though. We now know what Xbox is delivering in the first half of the year, which is we are getting Hellblade. That's it.
Yes.
And I'm okay with that for the first half of the year. Is about an indie.
One of them was gonna hit. Is getting pushed.
One of them will hit though.
Yeah.
So if you were to tell me though, last year was Redfall and Starfield, which it was. Like at the start of the year, we knew that was gonna be the cadence of what we got for major first party. This year we have Hellblade, which I guarantee you, 100% will be better than Redfall. That is the Nick Evans promise right there.
Do you want to mute this real fast?
But I'm gonna close it out real soon.
Gotcha.
And then after that, I feel like no matter what, we're gonna get a game that's as good, if not better, than Starfield. Close out the year.
I think you can almost guarantee that one of these three games is gonna be better than Starfield, or at least critically better.
Oh, definitely.
For a lot of people.
And then I think
more for everybody than it seemed like Starfield ended up being. Yeah, I think that was a good showing for indie. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, but I have faith in Machine Games. They only have put out bangers so far. That's kind of what they do.
Yeah.
With Wolfenstein, except for the Wolfenstein Youngblood.